I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mirad, podéis ver al sutil clarear lo que erguido se alzó cuando el sol se ocultaba y en sus franjas y estrellas en el rudo luchar sobre recio baluarte callando ondulaba y en la bomba al alzar su rojiza explosión en la noche dio a ver que allí estaba el pendón estrellado, tremola feliz en la tierra del valor y el libre país.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day's begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won.
Hey graduates, it's Mayor Brandon Scott. I want to take a moment to celebrate and congratulate you for the hard work you put in this year. We couldn't be more proud. I know it's been a long road of virtual learning and sacrifices due to COVID-19, but you stayed the course and persevered through it all. I want to leave each of you with a message, and I want you to listen well. You are ready to conquer the world. Your family, teachers, mentors have prepared you for this moment, and it is your moment. Celebrate yourselves. Thank your support systems and begin to gear up for the next phase of your lives. Each of you have the brightest of a future ahead of you, and I wish you the very best. I'm always here for you and look forward to seeing what greatness is to come from you.
Good morning. On this afternoon, June 15th, 2021, I'm proud and honored to present the 47th commencement ceremony of Achievement Academy and the 19th ceremony of Reginald F. Lewis High School. Today we've come together for the first time in a long time. The fact that we're sitting here together for the first time since March of 2020 is nothing other than exciting. The work that these soon-to-be graduates have done, the adaptability they've shown to make it here today, is inspiring, and it bodes well for the future of this city. Today, we are so proud of them. I would like to take a moment to recognize some very important people that have helped us in this work in providing support to our students in reaching this milestone. First, I'd like to thank my administrative teams, Ms. Marion Peck, Mr. Dwayne Dowell, Ms. Maria Dent, and Ms. Camille Basoko. They have been amazing assistant principals and have been integral in facilitating the transition to virtual learning, ensuring student engagement, and have been pillars of consistency during these difficult times. I would also like to thank the administrative offices at North Avenue for their consistent support of the students and staff, particularly Mr. Roger Shaw, Dr. Renata Tanks, Mr. Anthony Pena, Dr. Starletta Jackson, Dr. Kim Solers, and Mr. Ernest Miles for their consistent and passionate efforts for our students. Given the opportunity to use this amazing venue, I'd also like to thank Baltimore Polytechnic Institute and the incredible central office team headed by Mavis Jackson that has worked tirelessly to make this day possible for our school, our families, and our graduating classes. I would also like to thank the district office dignitaries that have joined us on stage today and to assist in the conferring of diplomas, Commissioner Atira Griffin, Dr. Starletta Jackson. Thank you for sharing this occasion with us. At this point, I'd like to ask all the teachers and staff that are in attendance to stand. I've always been impressed by the high level of love and care that staff provides on a daily basis while in school. I've never been more impressed after watching them figure out how to move instruction to an online platform and continue with quality instruction in a week time. The extra hours you've worked, the phone calls, the texts, the emails you've made, thank you so much to the teachers and staff. You've been the heart and soul of our schools. Thank you. And lastly, probably most importantly, I want to thank the parents, guardians, and loved ones that are in attendance that have supported your soon-to-be graduate with their virtual schooling. Believe me, I know it wasn't easy. I have 2 young ones at home, and finding patience for your living room being turned into a virtual classroom isn't easy. Your love and support have helped them get this far. Keep that love and support going for as long as you can, and you will see that your graduate can do anything because of it. Thank you, families. Thank you for all that you've done. You've been the rock for your child. Yeah, please clap for your family. Yes. I know these thank yous might sound like an acceptance speech, but I'll get through them, I promise. I have one very important thank you to someone that has been behind the scenes for years at Achievement Academy and has helped countless students make it to the finish line for the last 11 plus years. Ms. Hudson Parker, can you please stand? Ms. Hudson Parker has been our social worker, our senior class advisor, our planner, and our emotional guide, and will be leaving us next year to go support another school and other students in Baltimore. We will miss you dearly, but I wanted to personally and publicly thank you for all your amazing work for our school over the years. You truly make school a better experience for all that you've touched. This year has been difficult. So many of us have dealt with struggles because of the COVID-19 pandemic, making life adjustments, missing people, lost time with family and loved ones, not getting to see parents and grandparents. And before we proceed with this ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to remember those that we've lost during this time, sometimes not even being able to say goodbye. I know our school community has had multiple losses since the start of this pandemic, and in honor of Miss Angelita Tan Brown, our lead teacher, our rock, our everything that we lost this past October after her brave fight with cancer, can we please have a moment of silence for all of those that we've lost? Thank you. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to honor the valedictorians from both schools. Soleil Taylor from Reginald F. Lewis and India Chelly from Achievement Academy. Soleil is a four-year graduate of Reginald F. Lewis, finishing with a GPA of 3.95. And now that she's out of here, she is interested in starting her own business and attending college. India is graduating from Achievement Academy and will be matriculating to Morgan State University with a full scholarship. Congratulations. We will now hear pre-recorded videos from both valedictorians as well as our guest speaker, Achievement Academy alum and Maryland State Trooper Charles Howard. Please give them and the class of 2021 a round of applause for their accomplishments.
Good morning, families, friends, guests, and the class of 2021. We made it. Now it's our time to shine. We deserve it. We came in as freshman scholars in 2017, uncertain of our future. We were the gray shirts, the newbies. But we didn't let that stop us. We just dug in, rolled up our sleeves, and hit the ground running. Through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, we have overcome the challenges of the past year and a half. COVID-19, quarantining, and virtual learning did not stop us from excelling. Whether we like it or not, we need to thank our teachers for getting us here. They have supported us academically and sometimes personally. Thank you, teachers. We wouldn't be here without you. To our families and friends, what can we say to you? Thank you is not enough. This is also your diploma. It is because of you pushing us out of bed, taking us to school, constantly checking our grades, and getting on us if we're not working to our potential. We thank you again. We don't know where the next few years will take us, but what I do know is that the class of 2021 will continue to be hardworking and persistent to reach our goals. While today may be the ending of this chapter of our lives, it is only the beginning of our next chapter. We've made it. Now let's roll up our sleeves and dig into the next chapter of our lives. Let's hear it for 2021. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and hello to all my classmates, teachers, staff, and administration of Achievement Academy High School. Good morning, parents, family, and friends that helped us get here today. I am honored to be Achievement Academy High School, class of 2021 valedictorian. I would like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you to my mom, thank you to my aunt, and thank you to Mr. Clark, Mr. Kimbrough, and Miss Mobley. Thank you to all the Achievement Academy High School teachers and staff and anyone else who had anything to do with me standing here today. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here. I probably wouldn't even be graduating today. Growing up, I've always loved school. I was the nerd of the family, in a good way though. I've always received academic awards during every awards assembly. I was that student who hated going to school late or even missing school. I hated getting grades lower than a B, and I never liked asking for help. I don't know why. I guess I just always felt like I needed to do things on my own. Once I got to high school started off okay. I was in all honors classes getting A's and B's. I joined JROTC and sports teams. I also made fun memories. 10th grade was when my life fell apart. My family was going through things, and it caused me to fail 10th grade. When I repeated 10th grade, I transferred to a new school, where I fell in line with the wrong crowd. I wasn't taking school seriously, and I didn't care about my grades, because I was a failure, literally. I was skipping and sleeping during class. I wanted to just drop out, but my mom and aunt insisted that I stay in school. I was still doing my schoolwork, just not as much as I needed to do. I did barely enough to pass. I began wondering what I was going to do with my life. For the longest time, I wanted to be a pediatric nurse, but I gave up that dream when I failed 10th grade. This past fall, one day during virtual class, Mrs. Swartz, my Algebra 2 teacher, informed me that Mr. Clark, our college-bound access specialist, was looking for me. Once class was over, I contacted him, and he asked me if I planned to go to college. I let him know that I did at one point in time, but not anymore, because I failed 10th grade, and I thought I was 2 years behind. Mr. Clark told me that I could go to college with my previous grades. If I continued to get good grades during the first semester, I would be able to complete my 11th grade year, and that I would be placed in 12th grade the next semester. He introduced me to Miss Mobley, and they helped me fill out college applications. I continued getting good grades and was placed in 12th grade this semester. Now here I am standing here, graduating as valedictorian and finishing this chapter of my life. I've been accepted to Coppin State University, Bowie State University, Morgan State University, Stevenson University, University of Eastern Shore, Goucher College, and Frostburg State University, with $86,145 worth of grants and scholarships that I do not have to borrow or pay back with student loans. I'm getting ready to attend Morgan State University in the fall. I want to say don't give up, but almost everyone who accomplishes something says don't give up, so I won't. I will say something that I've heard before, which is remember your why. Before you decide to give up or stop trying, remember why you are doing what you're doing and why you are where you are in the first place. I wish I would have heard this quote back in 10th grade because I probably would have never given up. Now I am able to share this with you. I'll state a quote from Chadwick Boseman. He once said, "I don't know what your future is, but if you are willing to take this harder path or more complicated one, the one with more failures and more at first then successes, the one that's ultimately proven to have more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it." This is our time. Congratulations to my fellow class of 2021 graduates, and good luck on your next chapter in life. We got this.
Hello, class of 2021. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it to finishing K through 12 and earning a high school diploma. My name is Charles Howard, State Trooper with the Maryland State Police, also known as Charlie. And just 2 years ago, I was sitting in those same seats where you are seated today. Yes, I said it. 2 years ago, June 8th, 2019, I graduated from Achievement Academy at Harbor City High School. See it through. This is the motto I now live by, but I didn't always live by this motto. I failed to see it through most of the times in high school. I was retained in the 8th grade, so I was enrolled in Baltimore Community High, which was also an alternative school. Once I got promoted to the 9th grade, I felt as though I've reached my goal, which was to make it to high school and be in the same grade with all my peers. I lost all of my motivation over a couple of months. This is when I started to fall off. I began coming to school when I wanted to, going to school extremely late, going to certain classes, ultimately dropping out with only 2 credits. A few years later, I enrolled myself into Achievement Academy. My first year there, I found myself stuck in my old ways, only attending the classes I liked, going to school when I wanted, just kind of doing my own thing, you know. Before I left for summer break, that year I had 3 credits. I needed 18 more credits to graduate. I knew I needed to see it through finishing high school. I had already had dreams of becoming a Maryland State Trooper. But one of many requirements was a high school diploma. The only way I could see it through was creating a plan. I sat with one of my teachers right before summer, and on a white sheet of paper, we went through all of the classes I needed to pass to graduate next school year. I told her I would do it. I promised her that I would be consistent with my attendance, ask my teachers for assistance, and dedicate time to my assignments. I attended summer school as well. I walked into the school building that next school year, determined to see it through, and I did. I became way more consistent with my school. I talked to my teachers and asked them questions and worked on my assignments. Not rushing to do the assignments, but completing them right the first time. I can admit there were times when I got bored, frustrated, and tired of school. When I tried to trick myself and say I don't need to come to school all the time, I'll just do the makeup work, and then I realized I'd be cheating. I had to prove first that I was going to put the work in to see it through to graduation. I saw it through. You have all seen through your dreams of graduating high school with consistency, persistence, and virtual learning. I'm not sure how you all managed to complete your assignments on Zoom, but you did it. Countless of hours of Zoom meetings, Google Classroom assignments, essays, iReady, and tests. You fought through it. You fought through the adversity and saw it through. Life doesn't end after high school. You must still see through the rest of your dreams. Remember when we were younger and we were all asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And we all had similar answers such as doctor, lawyer, firefighter, police officer. Are you still seeing through those dreams? After graduation, I smiled, I partied, and felt a little sad because life as I knew, it was no longer the same. There was no more waking up and going to the school building and saying, "What's up, dummy?" to my friends. There was no more messing with my teachers. There was no more knowing all you had to do was come to a building and do what the teacher said and you'd be good. All those years I said I didn't feel like going to school came to this moment. I won't have to worry about high school anymore. But I also had dreams to fulfill. I had a duty to see through, and that duty was becoming the man that I promised my family, teachers, peers, and most importantly myself. I had to see it through. So my chance had come. I applied to become a Maryland State Trooper. I took physical and mental tests. Yes, I had to take a reading comprehension test, a writing exam, along with a math arithmetic exam. So to my teachers who say you'll need this info when you get out of high school, you were most certainly right. I also needed these skills while working on a job. After countless of interviews and evaluations, I was finally selected to attend the Maryland State Police Academy Class 151, which is a residential training facility. The academy was extremely challenging, not just physically, but mentally as well. It was certainly a lifestyle change. It wasn't about doing what you wanted. We did everything as a unit. Just imagine 35 strangers, different ages, all coming together with various backgrounds and all sorts of walks of life, having to do everything together. Was a challenge. That was a challenge itself. You can look at it like a sports team because that's what it really is. We were all one team battling the challenging tasks that awaited us. The academy was very structured. I was not accustomed to marching in formation, having people in my personal space constantly, being told what to do, when to do it, literally running everywhere, waking up at 4:45 a.m., getting yourself together to be outside in formation by 5 a.m. every single day for 6 long, grueling months. Numerous physical agility tests, physical training each and every day, not during normal hours, could be waking up out of your sleep or extremely early in the morning. In addition to that, endless hours in the classroom, trying to retain loads of information, all while feeling restless. I'd be lying if I told you guys I didn't want to quit. Every day I woke up, I honestly said to myself, I don't have to deal with this, I can go home. I would frequently question myself, what am I doing this for? But I had to remember my why and see it through. Finally, June 30th of 2020. This day couldn't come fast enough. I was sworn in and joined the ranks of Maryland's finest. I saw it through, and that's what it's all about. And I'm not done with my goals, but this is for the graduates of 2021. Graduating high school is just the first step. It's not the only step. If you do not have a plan, speak with your guidance counselors about your options, even after you graduate. Allow them to help you see your dreams through. Please do not graduate high school today with the thought that this is it. Life is far better and greater than just a high school diploma. Go be better than your parents. They're rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to see the rest of your dreams and your goals through. Go be that doctor, that entrepreneur, that social media marketer, that fashion designer, that state trooper. 2020 and 2021 has taught us some valuable lessons. We have learned that we have to sometimes pivot because life will bring us curveballs. Who would have imagined that we would have lived through a pandemic? We survived. We must also pivot to see our dreams come true. I'm not sure how many of you watch football, but when you have a clear path to the end zone and you have a defender that has an angle on you, you have to pivot the defender and avoid the tackle to continue to the end zone. And that's what you had to do this school year. You took a new route and still scored. This is what the world had to do, pivot to see it through. Continue to pivot in the rest of your academics, career, and personal life. Celebrate this moment. Celebrate this huge accomplishment. You should feel proud. Party, dance, turn up, and remember to see it through. See the rest of your dreams through. Congratulations, class of 2021. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. You did it.
Hi, Baltimore City Schools, class of 2021. I'm Kai Jackson, news anchor, writer, filmmaker, here to say congratulations on graduating from high school. This is a big day, a big event, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You worked really hard. You survived a year of a pandemic, virtual learning, and just tough schoolwork in general. Taking the ACTs, the SATs, whatever it is that you've been doing, getting ready for college, maybe you're getting ready to go into the world of work, or even do some vocational training. Maybe some of you will become truck drivers and go off to cosmetology school. Whatever you do, continue to work hard, stay faithful, and remember, there have been a lot of people who helped you get to this point today. Make sure you thank your parents, your grandparents, your friends, and your teachers who've encouraged you, who stayed after school to help you, and who've been there supporting you all of this time. It's really important. Be good people in this life. That's one of the most important things that you can do. Now to introduce your keynote speaker. He's someone I first met when I was a young reporter in Baltimore in 1993 when I first got back to Maryland from traveling around in television. At that time, he was congressman of the 7th Congressional District. He left that job and became president of the NAACP. And now here years later, he's once again congressman of the 7th Congressional District. Would you please welcome someone who's worked very hard to fight for Maryland, the Honorable Kwesi Mfume.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. I'm Congressman Kwesi Mfume. It's my privilege and honor to join your celebration today as we honor you, the graduates, on this unforgettable milestone in your life. It's also an honor to be a part of the network of your family and your friends who are beaming with pride right now because you have made it to this point. Your graduation, in many ways, is their graduation as well. So let me begin by acknowledging and thanking the teachers in the city public school system whose ongoing devotion to their profession never ceases to amaze me. Your daily dedication has made this day possible for so many of the students and their families, and we say thank you. In addition, I'd like to recognize Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott, Council President Mosby, CEO Dr. Sonia Santelises, and Chairwoman Linda Chania, as well as the entire Board of School Commissioners, and of course, TV anchor Kai Jackson, for his steadfast professionalism and for his very gracious remarks. Students, in just a few moments, your titles will go from being seniors to being graduates. The theme for your graduation is, quote, virtually possible, and it is clearly a reference to the fact that this graduation and most of your learning for over the last year has been conducted online. You know, it's been more than 100 years since anyone has faced the odds that you faced to be able to walk across the stage and to finally get your diploma. We live in a world where governments were shut down, school buildings were unavailable for most of the time, and student activities were put on pause. Jobs were lost by our family members, and even churches, mosques, and synagogues were not open for us to pray in or to worship in. Seniors, none of you asked for this. None of you would have ever expected it to be the case, but it happened. And guess what? The great class of 2021 held together. You won. You are here. You set a goal and you achieved it. And now you're ready to take that next step in life. And we need you now more than ever to grab the opportunities that come before you to make America better than the way you found it. That's why your generation is so important. That's why many of you in this generation are going to do great things. And that's why no hardship can stop you. I didn't have a high school graduation. My mother died in my arms when I was 16 years old, and I had to drop out of school 2 weeks later to take jobs to find a way to put food on the table for my 3 younger sisters. We were poor, we were homeless for a while, and we had almost given up. And then I learned, like a lot of you, that it's not how you start in life that counts, it's how you finish. I enrolled at a training center, earned an equivalency diploma, then graduated from Baltimore Community College, Morgan State University, and then Johns Hopkins University. I got elected to the city council and then got elected to Congress and became president of the NAACP and was reelected to Congress again last year after the death of my lifelong friend, Elijah Cummings. Now, why am I sharing all of this with you? I'm sharing it because I don't want you to let anything stop you from being the best you can. Seniors, all of you know somebody that was shot and killed in our streets because of gun violence and who are not graduating here with you today. Think of them quietly for a moment right now and know that that could have been you, but that God was on your side. So as you celebrate this happy moment, promise me, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, that you will be safe, that you will think before you act, and that you will stay away from people and places that are not right and that you know are not right. We all love you, and we want you to be the best, but you must love yourself also, and know that God wanted to make you so special that he only made one of you. So to the great, great class of 2021, look around you and be happy today. Give your classmates one final smile, and for some of them you will never see again. And know that this one thing is true, that as long as you live, you will always remember this day, the day that you graduated from high school and became the men and the women of the future. So my best shout out to all of you. Thank you for allowing me to share your special day, and congratulations.
Now's the time that we've been waiting years for. Before we get started, we're going to start with bringing up the Reginald F. Lewis High School first, and then we'll call the achievement name second. But here goes. In recognition of the records and achievements of the students of these classes, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as principal of both Achievement Academy and Reginald F. Lewis High School, I certify that these students have met the graduation requirements of the Baltimore City Public Schools and the Maryland State Department of Education. I take great pleasure in recommending to you the graduating class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of presenting to you Dr. Starletta Jackson, Instructional Leadership Executive Director. Oh, it flew.
I got it. Congratulations to the class of 2021 of Reginald F. Lewis High School and Achievement Academy. So, acknowledging the certification and the recommendation by the principal and by the authority vested in me as Instructional Leadership Executive Director, I take pleasure in presenting to you the graduating class of 2021 for the conferring of diplomas and certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of presenting to you Atira Griffin, Commissioner of the Baltimore City School Board. You got it.
What a beautiful day for a graduation. Yesterday there was a terrible storm, but today it cleared up. It is sunny, breezy, and beautiful just for you. I hope you take that with you. Never forget to celebrate the sunny days, even after a storm. And today is indeed one of those days to celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2021. In recognition of the certification of these graduates, the recommendation of the principal, and acknowledgement of the ILED, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as Commissioner of Baltimore City School Board, I take pleasure in accepting the graduating class of 2021 for the conferring of high school diplomas and certificates. Congratulations.
All right, Reginald, you ready? Really? First, I'd like to acknowledge the passing of Sincere Johnson. Sincere Johnson was the kind of student who made every teacher who taught him become a better teacher. You see, if you didn't have a great lesson planned or something interesting to teach, Sincere would raise his hand and ask to go to the restroom within the first 10 minutes of class. He would look for the fastest way out of that classroom so that he could go socialize with his fellow students. If you've ever had a conversation with Sincere, you know that he had the potential to be great. Still, he had the ability to drive you absolutely crazy with his antics and make you smile at the same time. That was the Sincere Johnson that we knew at Reginald F. Lewis High School. That was the young man that we watched develop. As we sit here today, I am proud to say that Sincere never gave up. Despite mistakes and setbacks, he kept going. He kept pushing forward. He completed his coursework and earned this high school diploma earlier this year. So, with his family and friends, we celebrate him today. He will forever be in our minds and hearts. Congratulations, Sincere. Okay, I ask that the first row please stand up. Wait for Mr. Robinson's instruction to lead you to the stage. You will get your diploma. Keep coming, Cameron, all the way up. Cameron Balius. Congrats. Kalia Beasley. Avrion Berry. Aaron Booker. Shania Branch. Devontae Burrell Martin. Wilson Cabrera Manzanares. Jalen Kane. Tamia Carter Adams. Lesbin Charcon Ardone. Okay, first row, you can make yourselves back. Second row, please stand. Amaya Clanton. Therese Davis. Latrina Durant. Jalen Evans. Are you coming up with your name being called? Amaya Clanton. Let me start again. Therese Davis. No. Amaya? Come up as your name is called, please. Therese Davis. Latrina Durant. Jalen Evans. Kanaya Finney. Courtney Freeman. Deja Frierson. Katrina Harris. Darian Hughes. Michaela Johnson. Breasia Key. Come up front, Breasia. All the way up front so we can acknowledge you.
Can we go down?
Ms. Dent, can you go down? Johnny King. You have to shake hands.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And Dr. Jackson.
Congratulations, Johnny.
You're fine.
Kawan Levin. Alexander Lewis. Daquan Lewis. Jakesha Mack. May we have the next row? Maracay?
Yeah.
Dabine Merquin. Evan Martin.
Congratulations.
Yaye May. Deshaun McClurkin. Shakira McKelvin. Ania McNair.
Thank you. Thank you. How y'all doing? Thank you. Thank you.
Tayshawn Mobley. Janiyah Quick. Mikkel Ringel. Tanaya Robinson. Kia Salter. Dorian Smith Hall. Yashim Smythe. Devontae Burrell Martin. Number 8. Number 8. Katrina Durant. Latrina, I'm sorry, Durant. Latrina, I am so sorry. Latrina Durant.
For the picture up here. There you go.
Okay, next row, let's go.
Congratulations.
Soleil, you start the line. So, Mr. Robinson, that's the end of the line. They just stand and yes, yes, no, no. Come on, Soleil. Soleil Taylor. Oh my goodness. Jameer Toy.
Thank you. Love you, Mrs. Burke.
Love you too. Everett Walker. Anaya Washington. I'm sorry, Anaya Washington, and I even wrote it out. Anaya Washington. You're welcome, babe.
Congratulations.
Karan Webb. Quinn Wilkerson. And Jarrell Woodruff. Soleil. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, good morning, Achievement Academy. First row, please stand. Dahani Arden. Ahmad Austin.
Congratulations, Don.
Devin Bryant.
Congratulations, sir.
Let's go.
Celia Chapman. India Chili.
Chapman, congratulations.
Wanye England.
Yeah, congratulations.
Makai Goods.
You made it. Congratulations.
Destiny Graves. Second row, please stand.
You made it, Des. Congratulations.
Giselle Gutierrez. Tashana Hunt. Kyasia Jackson.
Congratulations.
Dayon Jones. Ashanti Mateo.
Congratulations, Dan. You got it, man.
Diamond Powell. Third row, please stand.
Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Congratulations.
Bashira Ruffin. Kenneth Thomas.
Sierra, you made it. Congratulations.
And Angela Turquoise Garcia. Congratulations.
I got it. That's the next thing. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now, for the tradition of turning the tassel to show that you are a high school graduate, will all the graduates at this time turn your tassel from the right side of the cap to the left? As we close out today's ceremony, I'd like to leave you with a few words. Many of you I've known for a long time. Some I've met this year. Some I have not met. This year has brought upon challenges that 17 months ago we could not have imagined. And yet, despite facing these great obstacles, you saw it through. There's not one graduate in this place that cannot accomplish all of their life dreams. All of the speakers today spoke of some similar themes. All discussed perseverance, having a trusted mentor, knowing your why. Lean on your friends when you need. Surround yourselves with others that support your growth towards your goals. Even though you're done with high school, we're still here to help you. We've been through a lot and through it all. We love you, we'll miss you, and you'll always have a special place in our heart. And now, congratulations. You are officially Achievement Academy's and Reginald F. Lewis's graduating class of 2021. Families, if you please stay seated while the graduates process out. Thank you.
is another class coming in.
Hold on to my mind before I lose it. Bill collector calling for the 5th time. Wish they get off my line. Dreams when my eyes close. I see myself living life like it's golden. Like that Jill skyline, like the McDonald's sign. Pray to God for a sign. I've been stuck on rewind. Life's a challenge sometimes. Wanna give up, but I know I'm one of a kind. Now I'm ready for battle, so bring out the troops. I pull out the suit. To me, superheroes look like me and you. Cause every day I wake up, I try to face the world, but I get down. What goes around, goes around, goes around. What goes around won't keep me down. Cause every day I wake up, it's a new day starting right now. What goes around, goes around, goes around. What goes around won't keep me down. Cause I'm a fighter for you. Put on my cape, lace up my boots. I will change the world for you. Cause I'm a fighter for you. Put on my cape, lace up my boots. I will change the world for you. You don't gotta worry now. You don't gotta be afraid. You're only a step away. Things will never be the same. You can make the change today. You can dance the pain away. What goes around comes around. You made it through another day. Hit rock bottom and things went left quick. Sometimes it's hard to play the cards you dealt with. Feeling worthless, looking for purpose. Ain't nobody perfect. Cause every day